Frozen. Oh,
Wombats.
Wombats.
Wombats. They don't say wombat.
Wombats do not say wombats. We want to start
this off by saying that wombats don't say wombat.
Wombats don't say wombat. So
no animals, I don't think, say the name.
Pokemon do, apparently.
Pokemon do. It was just very misleading.
It's very misleading because no animal
ever
says their name. We bring this up because at our rehearsal today for our improv show, tonight, by the time this uploads, I don't know.
Airs?
That
doesn't even make sense anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense anymore, except it totally does in a whole bunch of ways.
Spaced.
By the time this spaced, we will have a show.
Tonight. Coming up, McSalty's at 9:30.
9:30.
$5 charge.
June 6th for $5, 18 or older. So, wombats. It looks like they're coming. It looks like they're not your arms. I get it. It's funny. So,
it was a little insulting, but that's fine. Wombats. What were you going to say?
So at rehearsal for our show, you made an animal noise because you were playing a goose.
I was playing it
was like a falcon.
Crane.
A crane. And you made a crane noise.
And I said that you were a wombat. I said, you are a wombat.
It was established that I was a wombat.
And he accepted this, like you do in improv. And
I, not knowing the sound that a wombat makes, said, I made the noise, wombat!
We had to quit the scene because I was laughing.
Because he was rolling. He was on the floor rolling.
Because, for lots of reasons. One, wombat is a funny word.
It is.
Inherently, it's why I chose it.
Yeah. So I was a wombat.
I said, wombat. Funny word. Second, you made a noise that is not the noise that animals make.
No.
And then you said it like this, wombat.
Wombat.
You didn't just go, wombat. You were like, wombat.
Wombat, yeah.
Yeah. So...
It's a funny thing.
It's a funny thing.
So if you want to see funny things like that, come see our shows.
Improv, which is McSalty's. And we also get a gig. Talk about the gig at the Caliber Bistro.
At the Caliber Bistro.
Every weekend.
On 63rd and Northwest Expressway in the IBC Bank Building on the north side. You might have to go in through the south entrance, but that's fine.
That sounded like you had rehearsed it. That's amazing. I did not know where it was. Still don't.
Quite a salesman here.
And it's every Saturday and Sunday. It's $10 for the show, $5 for food.
The food is really good.
Really good and cheap because you get a big old plate.
It's worth it just for the food.
And
the improv.
So, yeah, so $15 overall. Improv and food. Delicious.
It's really good food, really good improv.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll also be seeing OKCI on June 29th. Just throwing that out there. It'll be a while, but...
Yeah, June 29th.
Calendar.
At 10.
We'll make a Facebook.
10 o'clock. We'll Facebook. Follow us.
Follow us on Facebook. Follow
us
on Facebook.
Okay, Alex.
Follow us on Facebook.
So, in this new age of how we consume media...
Wombat.
I mean, you saw that the Arrested Development came out and
via Netflix.
Via Netflix, which is really cool. It's just the new way we get entertained.
Yeah, it does.
We get to binge watch.
Awesome.
Which, by the way, I love the new season of Arrested Development. Not a lot of people did, but well, not everybody did. It got some mixed reviews, and I can kind of see their things with it. But I loved it. I thought it was really, really funny.
Good.
But that being beside the point, my point is how we consume media. You see, you can get all your shows on Netflix whenever you want.
Yes.
And we hardly ever get excited about a show that comes on when it comes on TV anymore.
No.
With the exception of tonight. For I was incredibly excited that there was a new episode of Through the Wormhole with Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman. Do your Morgan Freeman. Throw it out there. So just say Through the Wormhole.
Through the Wormhole with Morgan Freeman. I am saying science things. It's not very good.
That's fine. No, it's late. That's a good show.
It's an amazing show.
It's an amazing show. They present things with no political bent at all that I've noticed.
Either way, yeah.
Either way. They present every opinion that they, different opinion to an extent.
But also every science, everything that we know with empirical data. Oh my gosh, empirical data. needs to be better perpetuated in society. Empiricism. Empirical data, we'll just use that.
Empirical sounds like a government.
But scientific data and research and knowledge need to be a very prevalent thing in society, and it still is. However, ignorance can sometimes abound in society. I could have said that better. Empirical evidence would suggest that my words are not good.
Ignorance can be
Stop it. Abound. That's funny because I was talking about ignorance, so I was ignorantly, grammatically.
And when we watch Through the Wormhole, which is a science show, we have a ritual.
Every time our mind is blown,
which happens
all the time in that show. Especially when they talked about the robots that could
learning robots.
The episode
artificial intelligence.
The episode was about the origins of life and whether it's from
when does life begin?
When does life? Yeah, when does life begin? Is it when we become conscious, and when do we become conscious? Is it just the cells? Is it the fact that we reproduce? Awesome. Or is it on a global internet scale or some robotic amazing? Could life be like robotics and cybertronic?
Because of the computers and the words.
Because it mimics the same forms that we do, and we're...
and when that happens,
we have our good friend...
Pygmalion.
Mr. Pygmalion.
Mr. Pygmalion.
And for some reason, because we're such super dorks, we said one day, while watching Through the Wormhole, spank the ham.
Spank that ham.
And we spank the ham because our minds are blown. So we spank the ham.
We spank that ham. It's Pygmalion.
All right.
Which,
so the next time your minds are blown,
it's very fast.
Spank the ham.
No one knows.
Also, we watched Magic School Bus.
We did. We watched the episode with weather because
it's relevant.
It's relevant to Oklahoma. Weather is
and that show. Because I'm so passionate about the empirical data and science and curiosity being a good thing, I mean that brought a tear to my eye. I mean that's a beautiful show because these kids. Young people are so curious and they always ask questions and they always learn. And that's a good thing. It is a good thing to learn and find facts and keep asking questions.
I feel like the lizard is more the magic than because she had the lizard driving the school bus.
That lizard did have a little twinkle in its eye.
And at the end, when they were like, thanks, the other kids were like, thanks, Magic School Bus. Miss Friz Freeling looked over... at
Fritz Freeling,
looked over at the lizard
of Merry Melody cartoons and other
driving the bus. Looked at the lizard as driving the bus, gave him a wink and a thumbs up. Was like, bleh. And the lizard was like, "Yeah, I did it."
And what else happened this week? Or weeks? We've been off a while. Sorry about that.
We got some stuff, some things, words, some business.
We've been busyums and other made-up words. Star Trek.
We saw
Star Trek.
Star Trek. We did. We haven't been on since we saw Star Trek. Yeah, Star Trek was a thing.
And I still don't know if I liked it or not.
It's a good movie.
I did like it, but man, I hated it. But I liked it so much with all the hate that I had for it and love that I hated. It was okay. It was really good. It was a good movie.
It's a solid movie.
It was most of it was good. Was really really good.
Mm-hmm.
And then you reverse Star Trek 2'd it. You reverse Star Trek 2.
Yeah.
Spoilers. Sorry, you haven't seen it. Don't worry. You need to see it. But yeah,
they threw in that con thing. I knew it was gonna be cheesy. But it was amazing. Still loved it. No, it was very well done.
The last 15 minutes of the movie.
It became a noise. It just became noise from the spaceship. Awesome.
Yeah, which is exactly what happened in Star Trek 2. Except he was on the Genesis planet. Yeah, it took the great parts of Star Trek 2, which is the best Star Trek movie, with the original cast. Star Trek First Contact was really good, but
Contact.
yeah, you had the and then you reverse it. It was Kirk on the inside and Spock on the outside,
Spock.
which is fine. Kirk learned his lesson. He learned to be more logical. He learned to
Spock.
Stop it. Because it was my thing when I first saw it. I came home on a huge thing about the beginning of the movie.
We're very in favor of the Prime Directive.
The Prime Directive. I am a huge proponent of the. We're nerding out to Star Trek. I don't care. The Prime Directive, which I
do weird things.
I don't like that the
they
captains
blew it off. They just got like,
just
it'll be fine.
Disregard it because they want to save their buddy. No, Spock should have died. I totally agree with what McCoy said. It was like when Kirk said if our places were reversed, what would he do? And Bones said,
"He'll let you die."
He let you die. Yes, he would. I'm sorry. I love my friends. I love you, but yeah, if you're in a volcano, you gotta die. I can't let that species see the Enterprise. I can't let an indigenous species see that's.
Wouldn't logic dictate not going into a volcano?
Well, that's the thing. They probably shouldn't have been there in the first place. No. Well, in the volcano. Well, they were trying to stop the volcano from erupting
to kill all those people, but that's would have been the logical progression for that species.
Yeah, that's the natural course of evolution. So you
so
shouldn't
the
interfere.
Prime Directive.
But that's what they always wind up doing. Is they always tried in the series to interfere, but not be seen, and that's okay. No, that's okay. No, that's okay. If they don't know we did it.
No, let them die.
Stop it. No, we're not having this debate. He's trying to get me going, this guy. I will cite sources. I'll say that was the Treaty of Algeron.
With the mouse, they got really smart.
You had to know what it was. What are you talking about?
Flowers for Algernon.
Flowers for Algernon. Treaty of Algeron, which has established the neutral zone as the buffer between Romulan and...
Flowers for Algernon about the guy who
Federation
had brain
Space.
problems. And there was a mouse that also had brain problems. And they both took some medicine, and the mouse got smart, so the guy took the medicine, he got smart. And then he noticed that the mouse started getting dumb again, and he knew it was coming. He knew that he was going to get dumb again. That's a sad thing. I want to take a moment to talk about how sad that was, because he knew. He didn't know what he was missing in the beginning. He didn't know that he was dumb. He just thought he was happy. And then he gets smart, and then he realizes what he doesn't have. And the whole thing is written in the style of the guy. Algernon was the name of the mouse, not the guy. I don't remember the guy's name. It's not really that important. But I think it's important that we all think about how sad that is, because how upset he was, because now he knew what he was missing out on. And that's just the worst thing ever. I'm saying.